Hi, this is Bhavna, and you're watching India Today. I have the cast and the crew of Haddi with me right here, Akshat and Anurag Kashyap. Nice to meet you as an actor this time and not director.
Thank you.
Well, huge welcome. I have to tell you, I watched the trailer, really enjoyed it. Also, I felt that it was different from what I have seen already in the past. I want to first start with you. How was it directing a director who is known for his directorial, the way he perceives the scene and everything? When you have him as an actor on set, was it how was it actually? I want
I'll
to know
pull
your
the strings. हाँ, बोल.
सिंपल था, बहुत सिंपल था because he was very supportive and he knew in and out of filmmaking.
Of course.
So you just need to
हाँ.
ऐसा थोड़ा बहुत अच्छा ये line है, अच्छा ये ऐसा है, and you just let them do their thing.
So what do you enjoy more, Anurag? Acting or
Making a movie.
Acting.
तो कभी
Writing.
जब
Writing and
acting
making
जब
a movie
acting
ना.
suddenly आ जाता है तो फिर मतलब
नहीं,
what takes you to say yes for a script to be an actor and not a director?
Nothing.
Oh.
I don't want to say yes. I get emotionally blackmailed into it or lots of money.
Money is
Give
a
me
very
lots of
important
money.
factor.
मेरे को प्रभास से ज़्यादा पैसे चाहिए.
You know, in the trailer, there's this one dialogue which you say, of course, where you're saying कि झुकेगा नहीं, and there's so much like the crime and politics and everything that is happening. And I know that I was just drawing parallels with your journey in the industry, which has been quite similar. झुके तो आप कभी नहीं हो, and that is why you are where you are. In retrospect, though, how do you look back? Because I feel today is a very good time for you because there's an acceptance when it comes to the kind of content that you have been pushing forward for the longest time. Do you think today it's
मैं
easier?
इतना सोचता नहीं हूँ. See, I actually just think of what I want to make and how to make it. मैंने कभी इतना सोचा ही नहीं है. मेरा कोई ना तो 5-year plan था ना 10-year plan था. कुछ plan ही नहीं था. जब भी plan बना फेल ही हुआ है. तो plan ही नहीं बनाते हम लोग. But I really don't look back. Everything in life has been the way it should have been, and it's fine.
Because we are talking about angst and manipulation and everything, and you have seen all of that
Yeah.
as well. When you say you don't look back, but there are times when you just there are moments in life where you just go back to that.
Yeah,
one
I
time
get
and-
nostalgic about things, and you
Is
look
there
at
any
something.
is there any sort of suppressed angst somewhere that ये ऐसे हुआ था एक टाइम पे? होता है कभी कभी आता है.
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं. मैं कभी I think I never paid attention to money, and sometimes you feel like थोड़ा बहुत कर लेना चाहिए था, because you realize that कि इतना सारा काम किया, इतने साल काम करना किया, so many people are out there and everything, and after a while you get taken for granted. That's why I say कि मैं अपना फिल्म NGO बंद करना चाहता हूँ. So now everybody thinks that now I should watch their film, I should read their script,
Right.
I should help them, I should support them. Now instead of me trying to do something or wanting to do something, now it's become an expectation. So people get upset when you don't do it. So मेरी आधी एनर्जी उसमें चली जाती है. सबको लगता है कि मैं ही हूँ, तो इसलिए मैं अभी दरवाजे बंद कर दिए मैंने. अब मैं नहीं करता हूँ.
Were there people there for you when you were in that stage?
No, it wasn't, but doesn't mean that वो नहीं थे तो मैं भी ना रहूँ.
Correct.
My reason for doing that was to create a kind of atmosphere which has been created now. And in today's day and age, it's much more easier.
Yeah.
You can make a film. Honor ने जाके iPhone पे एक film बना दी है.
Yeah. True.
After being a filmmaker for so long.
True.
I'm saying, what are people complaining about? I don't want to do anything unnecessary का validation जो seek करते हैं, मैं उनसे दूर रहना चाहता हूँ. I want to now focus only on my own self and my बुढ़ापा.
कुछ भी.
And I want my बुढ़ापा to. I've crossed 50. I want to live a peaceful life. I have a lot of books to read, a lot of cinema to watch, and अब तो बेटी भी जाने वाली है, तो मैं तो भी देखो.
I watched all the videos. It was really nice.
Yeah.
I'll come to that later. But Akshat, this script is very sensitive. I mean, because you're also dealing with a transgender community, right? Like, although that's not the central part of the character, but it is a very important part as well. How do you take care? Because आजकल, because of the advent of social media, it's as easy to influence and equally easy to get offended, right? Or to have a sort of social media ruckus. How do you make sure that at least हमारे तरफ से इतनी कोशिश हो कि हमारे तरफ से कोई भी ऐसा पॉइंट ना हो जिसके वजह से कंट्रोवर्सी हो जाए या सोशल मीडिया पे डिबेट हो जाए, लाइक व्हाट आर द टू थिंग्स यू कीप इन माइंड, और मे बी फ्यू
आपने
थिंग्स?
हाल में एक फिल्म है घूमर देखी है?
ऑफ कोर्स.
Ivanka has done a role in there. The film doesn't talk about
Yeah.
who she is, what she is. Anything.
Right,
She's just a
right.
character.
Right.
Which is why I'm saying, look at Haddi as a film, and there's this
Without
character. It's a crime film set in a world.
the
It does not. It is not taking any social stand or social messaging.
correct.
I'm saying that's when what you call normalizing.
No, that I completely agree with
So
you.
this is not a message
Anurag,
that.
but what happens is कभी जैसे अभी हम OMG को ही देख रहे हैं, the point of that film is sex education, but people have still found something or the other, like censors. You get my point, right? There's always something.
वो
if
उनकी
you want to
problem.
find.
See, that's something that one has to deal with. सेंसर को लताड़ पड़ी ना उस पिक्चर के लिए. लोगों ने लताड़ा ना. See, फिल्म का इंटेंशन इवेंचुअली लोगों तक पहुंच जाता है.
True.
और ऑफेंड होने से आप रोक नहीं सकते. लोग फालतू चीजों पे किसी बात पे कहीं भी ऑफेंड होते हैं. वो उनके अंदर का जो सिस्टम है उनको उस पे काम करने की जरूरत है. वो इतने कमजोर हैं कि इतनी जल्दी ऑफेंड हो जाते हैं फिल्म से या किसी चीजों से.
That is true.
अगर उन बातों से वो ऑफेंड होते तो जितना तो मेरी ट्रोलिंग में सब कुछ होता, मुझे तो ऑफेंस में मतलब
you should file a petition against
मैं ओपेनहाइमर बन गया होता.
No, but Akshat, what are the challenges that you face when you're working on a script like this? Because there's crime, of course, there's politics, there's thriller aspect of it, and thriller is a very difficult genre to pull off, and I don't think in India we experiment too much when it comes to thriller as a genre. When you're making a film like this, what are the challenges, like basic level पे जो challenges होते हैं वो क्या आप face किया?
Challenges में यही था कि we needed to get the world right.
Correct.
And उसके लिए we wanted these people to come and be a part of it. And they did. They were so supportive of it. We have the whole section of the film that deals with that community is performed by the community. And उनके आने से बहुत फायदा हुआ हमको. फायदा ऐसा कि
That is very important.
they helped us find that authenticity. You know? So as long as you're doing things with right intention, I think चीजें होती रहेंगी.
Also, are you all happy? I think for the longest time, the last time we met during the Bara, and there was this entire एक डर लर्क हो रहा था कि अरे बॉक्स ऑफिस एंड सिनेमा. I think in the past 3 or 4 months we can safely say that things are getting back.
Yeah, there's been a good time. Everybody's going to cinema. Good films are coming out. People are watching films. It's been a happy time.
Does it also make you feel a bit like there's a sigh of relief within the industry? Are you all also feel emboldens you to take newer scripts and probably experiment a lot more? I cannot pose that question to him because he's been experimenting for the longest time. What about you?
But for me, I'm too new. I'm just starting off. So for me, everything is a challenge. And as long as I'm writing my own ideas, there's substance in it, I think I'll find people who will be willing to work with me and making it. So yeah, and I'm so happy that people are finally, box office one side of it, but what I feel is लोग बाहर निकल के वापस से उस तरीके से फिल्म्स को एंजॉय कर रहे हैं.
No, but I get what you're saying. It's a very, very important. I mean, the fact that people are willing to come out. Were you surprised though, Anurag, when your comment on Karan Johar's, I think not Karan Johar, just the Rocky and Rani wala thing went viral?
I love the film, so what is the problem with it?
Because everyone was just like, ये कहाँ से ये, मतलब this is a parallel world that is happening where Anurag is complimenting Karan.
It is actually, I think, it's my favorite film of his.
जितना
मैं उसको जानता हूँ, पहली बार मैंने उसको 100% खुद को अपनी फिल्म में डालते हुए देखा है. Which is what I loved about it. पहली बार नहीं, इसको मैंने 2 बार और देखा है. लव स्टोरीज में और घोस्ट स्टोरीज. लव स्टोरीज में और बॉम्बे टॉकीज में. So जब वो शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट होता है जहाँ बॉक्स ऑफिस नहीं होता है, वहाँ वो बिल्कुल नहीं डरता. फिर वो बॉक्स ऑफिस में जाके वो डर जाता है. उसके अंदर का प्रोड्यूसर आ जाता है बाहर. फिर प्रोड्यूसर की हैट पहन के सोचता है. पहली बार राइटर डायरेक्टर की तरह घुस के उसने किया. He was vulnerable to his film. When the film came out, he was vulnerable, and that's a beautiful thing about him. And that's how I know him. For me, whatever much I know him, that's the person that I know. And it was so beautiful to see him put himself out there like that, because he's a very wise man. He's very aware. He's extremely self-conscious about everything. And नॉट जस्ट दिस. उसको लोग, बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं नेपोटिज्म करता है, करता है, वो करता है. उससे जब बैठ के बात करो किसी भी चीज के बारे में, ही विल नो एंड ही विल टॉक to you through
Yeah.
everything. तो ऐसा है नहीं, लेकिन कई बार वो politically correct होने के चक्कर में he doesn't put himself out there. This time he did it, and I
And
love
he did
that
it
in him.
amazingly. Yeah.
And he did so well, and I love that, and that's beautiful. Vulnerability is the most beautiful thing in a person.
And you've also been experimenting with different genres. I remember I spoke to Taapsee after Dubara, and she told me that there are so many things that happen. Like a film not working at the box office is not just about kitne screens mil rahe hain. There's a lot of factors. Do you think OTT ke wajah se at least it found its audience for sure?
No, Dubara never lost a single penny. In today's day and age, films don't lose money so much. It just sometimes what happens is when they make money at box office, then it really does so much more for the film. So Dubara absolutely more than recovered its cost even before it came out. So uska chakkar nahi. But the thing is, yes, you want your film to be seen. You want it to be seen more. So people saw the film when it came out on OTT more.
Yeah, that
when it came out on OTT, then people saw the film.
Yeah,
and that's what matters at the end of the day.
But Akshat, I want to also ask you, I mean, the look also looks so good. Nawaz hai nahi yahan pe, but I want to ask you, what was, I mean, you know, he's such a talented actor, and to have him on set, what was your brief to him perhaps to get into this character, to get in and out, because he's also playing the man and then swiftly transitioning into this? What was, if I had to imagine a day on set of Haddi with Nawaz on set,
with everyone on set,
but ye character ke bare mein I want to know.
50 degrees heat, everybody sweating.
No, I want to know from you, what was it like to direct him?
A day on the set was, I'm telling you, it was so much heat, everybody sweating, and सबको एक दूसरे का पसीना साफ कर रहे हैं. हाँ, यही होता था. सच बोल रहा हूँ.
No, but like,
सच से क्यों भाग रहे हो?
two things about Nawaz that we don't know perhaps because you've directed.
You see, it was not a task. He's a master of this art. So the conversation weren't long. They were always like, he had a certain idea, I had a certain idea, which was most of the times not very different. Right. So one thing we decided while we were in the pre-production is that we would like to focus more on the emotional aspect of the character. And that is where, because a lot of his work is just him looking at things.
Right.
And his eyes are something. So वैसे ही था, बहुत सिंपल था, ऐसा करना है, हाँ ऐसा करना है, हाँ ठीक है, and he would do his magic. तो बहुत आसान था, ऐसा कुछ, there was no like, you know, कि I'll tell you a tale about it.
Right.
So, very simple.
Okay. No, but there are certain things that you discover about an actor when you work with them. Is there anything that you discovered about him apart from what we already know and have seen on screen?
I mean, the discovery of, or rather the approach towards the character.
Correct.
We did not want it to be cliched. The character is essentially like, you know, there are different parts to that character. So we didn't want to overdo anything. We didn't want to, if you are in a female avatar, so this is the walk you should have. Or if you are in a male avatar, this is the walk you should have. There needs to be some kind of resonance in the balance between both of them. So those kind of approaches, those kind of decisions that were taken, wahi bas part tha, and that was the process. And once I think it took us 2 to 3 days to arrive at those decisions.
Lovely, okay.
And uske baad to it's just unfolding of the magic that he created.
No, but I'm always looking forward to a project when it has one Anurag Kashyap and second Nawaz, because together and separately they have such a huge body of work. But you know, I remember when RRR had come and you had said that you were like in awe when you watched it, and you, correct me if I'm wrong, you said that you perhaps cannot make such a film, like such a larger than life. But
he can.
Would you be part of a film like that as an actor?
Absolutely.
Like without any second.
If Raja Maulik calls, I will fly to Hyderabad.
Did you happen to perhaps chat with him? Because obviously, I mean,
I talk to him from time to time.
Are you discussing any projects with him?
No. I talk to him from time to time. हम लोग ईगा को लेके सर पे लेके घूमते थे दुनिया भर में, मैं और जोश. So I've been like championing him for a very long time.
So what next for you, Anurag, after this? As an actor,
वो अभी कुछ नहीं. मेरा जब आता है तब पता चलता है. The day we announced Kennedy, तब people found out about Kennedy, ना?
That's true.
So next
How was the response back there?
Very good. It's all been good. अभी अगली फिल्म जब बन जाएगी उसके बाद ही आपको पता चलेगा, तब तक नहीं बताने वाला मैं.
अच्छा, कितना टाइम लोगे वो बनाने में, वो तो बता सकते हो?
बहुत टाइम लगा.
Now you're enjoying the phase, like.
I'm enjoying it.
What about you, Akshat? What next after this?
Simple. I'll
Do you
try
have
to
a wish list in mind? But who do you want to
नहीं,
work
नहीं,
with
नहीं,
next?
नहीं, there's so many people. मैं यहाँ पे बैठूंगा
But
बताने
in
के
the
लिए
top
तो-
of your mind, like one or
So
two.
I'm a big fan of Vijay Sethupathi. I hope sometime in my life I can get a chance to work with him. So
I'm sure it will happen.
I
Sure.
already did.
But lovely, thank you so much, both of you. I hope that Haddi finds its audience and it is loved, so that y'all are also emboldened to make films like these. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
thank you.